Welcome to my review of Thermomix TM5. So I've started by setting up, so with the Thermomix TM5 you get your base unit which has your LCD screen, you get an instruction manual which is about 66 pages long, you get your basic cookbook which again has got heaps of lovely recipes and instructions at the beginning helping you set it up. This is a refurbished model, so it has also come with the cook key, which is no longer available as an extra to buy for the TM5. Comes with our care instruction sheet, our basic cookbook key, which attaches to the side. So this is a cook key that has come with it, which allows us to have the Wi-Fi capabilities and wider range of guided cooking. We've got our stainless steel bowl, our lid, spatula, steaming basket, the new improved measuring cup lid. The other models of the TM5 will come with a plastic lid, and if you get one second hand it will probably come with the plastic lid which just sits on top, it doesn't actually lock in. So this is the new measuring cup that came out when the TM6 was released. It's also the new spatula which is compatible with the TM5 and TM6. Older model TM5s will have the old spatula. We have our butterfly and our aroma with our lid and inside tray. So TM5s used to be able to be bought from a consultant, but they've been replaced with the TM6 model, so you can only get them second hand at the moment, or occasionally they are released refurbished by Thermomix. So we've got our inbuilt scales. So we're going to start with our tare. It's got a maximum 6 kilo weight, so we're going to put our bowl in, and our bowl weighs 1,130 grams. Locks into place nicely. The bowl can only go in one way, which is very handy. We're going to reset our scales and we're going to weigh our lid. So our lid is 235 grams. They do come with a 2-year warranty if they are built refurbished or new, but most that you'd buy secondhand are probably outside of the warranty, but you still are able to get spare parts through the mix shop, through customer service, which there's offices located in various parts of Australia, or through a local consultant. So it does, even though it can't be bought brand new, you still have the support and resources available to be able to assist you if you need anything. I'm just going to move all our extras out of the way because we're not going to be going too much into the guided cooking or the accessories today. It's more just having a look at how the bowl goes when it's at capacity. The Varoma sits on top and is 750 grams when it's empty. So take our scales out. Again, bowl is able to be lifted out one-handed when it is empty. I'll take it over. We're going to fill it up to a maximum capacity. So got the bowl now filled to maximum with our water. We're going to put our scales on, reset it to tare, and then lift it in. One-handed with full is quite heavy, so yeah, it's telling you that it is maximum capacity with the weight. So again, simple, our lid goes on. It's got the interlocking arms, so we don't need to be able to twist the lid into position, so it is good if there's any mobility or dexterity issues. So again, nice LCD screen. We're going to turn it on to a minute. So it's going up in 1 second increments, and then we're going to turn it to speed. So when it finishes, it does chime to let us know it's finished. Pressing the silver button is going to stop it. You'll notice there is some water that has splashed up onto our lid when it is at the capacity, because there is a gap between our lid, but it's all been contained on the lid, take it out, and we're going to empty it. So we've emptied our jug. Again, it's got the LCD screen, so we've got our home button. We can go into our different functions. So it's got the timer, turbo, domade, pre-clean, and instant lock. It's got our ability for reverse. That wasn't intentional, but you can see that it won't can't be used if the lid isn't in place. It's detected that there was no lid when I've hit that turbo button. Just clean this screen, seeing as it's making it a bit more sensitive. It's got the timer, so we can set a timer, but we've also got in our menu, so we've got our basic cookbook which we can access through the machine, so we don't need anything else for our cooking. We can search by categories such as basics, and it brings us up a picture and a list of all our different ingredients. If we click on our butter, oh, got to go up. No, why is my butter not wanting to work? Doesn't want you to click on the picture, you need to click on the words. So again, once you click on the words, it gives you your time, your ingredients, and then it breaks it into steps what your ingredients are, preparation, tips, and variations. Again, we want to start cooking, simple as going start. So it's showing us our ingredients, and then it's breaking it down into step-by-step instructions. So it's asking for 100 grams of dark chocolate cut into pieces. And then again, the visual reminder, it's telling us that we need to put our lid on and include our measuring cup. You can see in the picture of our instructions, it is showing the old style measuring cup. So everything's broken down step by step to help you get into it, which is very handy. Again, you got the full view. You can see tips. We'll go back out of it. So we can quit our recipe. Again, it's got automated recipes such as boiled rice, yogurt, custard to make. But it's also got our settings online, so you can have your favourites. It's got a transportation mode. You can check your language, so it is more versatile for others that don't necessarily speak English. You can change the units of measurement. The light, sounds, display and colour can all be adjusted as well to set your needs. The other thing, it's got its own help button, so it's got all your warnings. So even if you do lose your manual or you're lending the machine, the warnings come up straight away. It's got written words as well as a bit of an animated graphic to help you understand what is going on, which again is a really handy feature. It's got contact details, so if you need help, you can go into your different country, and it's giving you where you can get your service and assistance from. So again, if you've lost the manual, you don't need to go anywhere else. It's all readily accessible. And as you can see, there's a vast range of countries that you can get assistance from. It'll also tell you about your model with your Thermomix. But now we're going to get on to make our dough. So we're going to set our scales, add our water. So the scales go up in 5 gram increments. They're pretty much accurate for when I'm pouring. Then we'll add our sugar. Try add it around the blade so it all actually mixes in rather than sitting on top of the blade. We've got to get our yeast. Wrong measuring spoon. So again, the screen's a decent size, so it's able to be read fairly easily. Now we're going to set our timer for 2 minutes, which goes up in second increments, and then after a minute you can go by 30 seconds. We've got to set our time to 37 degrees, and we want to set it to speed 2. Again, forgotten to do the lid. I guess this is one of the advantages about guided cooking. It's reminding you each step of the way what you've got to do, including when you need to put a lid on. But safety wise, it doesn't work without the lid. So it's very handy if there are any memory or other issues. Actually, it's meant to be speed 1. So now we're going to activate our yeast as we go. It's also got the indicator lights as a warning to let you know if it's hot or once the bowl's getting hot. So at the moment it's green, so we know our bowl is cool. Once it goes red, we know our bowl is hot. So it's got that again, that visual reminder to help you let you know what is going on and what's available. So it's fairly quiet. Obviously later on you'll hear the power of the motor once we use ice, but some people are sensitive to the noise, so it's something to be mindful of. Again, it's able to be used while you're sitting. So it is certainly definitely an alternative or an option available, depending on budget and availability. Going to go into our settings because I want to change our sounds. So again, our finish sound we can change, particularly the duration. I will only put it onto 10 seconds or 30 seconds, but you can have it up to 15 minutes. So if you wander away from a machine, it can beep at you for 15 minutes. Again, I can adjust the volume. It's on high at the moment. I'm going to turn it to medium because high is a bit too much for me. Again, display, we can have a bright screen, dark screen, or more of a modern display. So yeah, no, so the white screen I'm finding is a lot easier to be able to see with the background. So again, it can be customised to your individual needs. At the end of any heating stage it will cool down before it will release the arms, and then we can add our flour. So again, we've got our chime letting us know it's finished. We can lift our lid off. See, everything's mixed itself nicely. The bowl is warm to touch because, as I said, we have heated it to that 37. Now we'll jump back into our scales. Got to open my back. Lost my knife. So add our flour to make our dough. Make it to half a kilo. And now we want to go in and knead it. So where did I go for our function? So pushing our functions, we've got our dough mode. So it's enabled the dough mode, so I don't have to set a timer for it. Specifically aware that we're going to be kneading. So I'll set the timer for 2 minutes, and then just simply pushing the button or the screen adjusts between our knobs, and now it's locked our lid in, it's going to knead for us. So we are using an outdoor table at the moment on a concrete surface to see how the machine goes with the wobble, because we want to see whether or not it is versatile and be able to be taken with you, because I know for us being able to take it to family and friends or away on holidays, it makes us makes cooking a lot easier because we can still cook the same way, and it doesn't take up too much space. So it does cause a bit of a wobble, so it's something you probably wouldn't want to leave unattended, and they don't recommend it that you leave the machine unattended when you are doing dough. So again, it's finished. It realised we were in a special mode, so it's actually disabled it for us so that we can go on with our ability to cook. So there we have it. Our dough is made, ready to be transferred to a thermoserve to prove, which I'll go and do. So moved our dough aside. Simply show you how to use the basket and how easy it is to use with the spatula to get it out. Then set our scales. We're going to add our half a kilo of ice to our basket, and then we will crush it. Take that big bit out. Probably a bit too big. Sticking to my finger. Alright, so again, spatula's got our little handle. Simply find slide the basket around. It sits in, then we can lift our basket out. So it's nice and sturdy to be able to take things out. And again, simply pouring it straight into our bowl. Going to put our lid on, back to our home screen. Going to put it on for about 20 seconds. I've got my lid in, or measuring cup in. I'm going to turn it to speed 10. One of the good things about the Thermomix and the blade or spatula is that we can actually use our spatula to go inside to help mix the ice, because you'll notice that it does condense around the side. So I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to use the spatula to help move the ice. And see, 20 seconds, we have nice snow. There are still a few big chunks in it, but overall it's crushed the ice really nicely. So thank you for watching the review of the Thermomix TM5. Look forward to chatting to you later.